Okay, what's the new quest?
For this next job, you're going to need a partner. This good fellow was last seen making medical supply deliveries to this castle here. Probes or something. Oh, yes, he might be inside a box. Don't ask.
Okay. Oh, and this gives you Nigel. Alright. Which castle is this? Alright. I'm curious, I'll go. I'm glad they made it so you can get a pet. Oh wow, look at this. Look at these fucking crazy science machines. This is really cool. There's a laser cannon just sitting here, and merely a portal. That's cool. What else we got? Consolation, okay. This guy. This is a nice spooky castle. Another fucking laser cannon. Like, these are the decorations I would love. Like, just give us decorations. That's all we wanted. That among and other things. This is a very, like, Frankenstein-y castle. Like, I think the fact that this stuff wasn't in the game when they first started was a big fucking problem with why the game didn't survive. Fuck off. I don't know, that's just what those things do, I guess. Oh my god, how many times? Nigel, where the fuck are you? Like, I don't... These are just bling crystals growing out of the ground. I'm willing to bet Nigel's in that box.
Come on, let's get the jump on him and clean house while we're at it.
Is that Nigel? Is that how Nigel talks? I think that's how Nigel talks. Yet again, this is cool looking, but never does anything. I can appreciate that. That was kind of cool. Oh, I need more fucking mana. What the fuck is your deal? Oh, if you don't kill them fast enough, they just keep splitting? Is that what's going on? I'm not really sure. But we saved Nigel, right?
Get ready, treasure.
Yeah, that's all we gotta do. Yeah. Yeah, he's following us. We're good.
You smell funny.
Okay, so we got a Nigel out of that. Neat.
Buddy! Nigel?
Alright. Destroy 6 gold mines.
Going to be a breeze. And no, Nigel, that is not an excuse to break wind. What you will break is the bank. Illegal? Huh. Frankly, their service charges are the real crime here.
Oh, I punched my mic. Good. Alright. So, this is... I'm just curious to see if this goes on beyond here. And I'm also just really disappointed that we don't have the ability to decorate our fucking castles so well.
Wanna just hand over your treasure right
Like, look at
now?
this.
Save us both.
Look at these themed castles. This shit wasn't in the game when I started playing it fucking years ago. Like... now, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Okay, I wanted to not go that direction, but that's cool. But, like... part of what I'm going to be talking about with like what they could have done better when it comes to this game, one of the big things that I believe they could have done better. What the fuck? That was cool. But one of the things I think that they could have done better was, rather than making the game all about defense, let the player look at, there's fucking security cameras up there. Rather than making it all about defense, let the players make cool levels. Because really, when your players are making fucking 99% of your content, you can't have it so high stakes that everyone has to have the same fucking castle. And that was a big problem that killed this game. Basically, a meta would come out and you'd have to stick to that meta or fail horribly. And this is cool. Like, this is neat level design type stuff. Look, I don't even need to go over there. That just exists. Like, and like I said, I'm going to talk about this stuff later. But if they had like a Little Big Planet design mentality of just let the players do the cool stuff, give the players the tools to do the cool stuff, I think this game would have succeeded, or at least done much better. I don't know, with Ubisoft's marketing and shit, I don't know how succeeding could have worked. Because, you know, microtransactions. Although that being said, microtransactions to unlock all the fucking extra, like, all the cool looking stuff would have been really nice. Like, I'd love to be able to just place these in places on my castle where it makes sense. Like, that would have been fine. I kind of want to go through now and play all of the fucking castles that are like the
Buddy, I have this castle I want to flip, but wouldn't you know it, squatters have taken up residence. I need you to clear them out. Remember to use traps to your advantage. In this place, you'll need them.
like, I don't know, I feel like I want to go through and play all the fucking NPC castles because they feel so much better than player castles, even though they're a fucking joke.
You are so not ready for this.
Okay, so do I have to... Oh, these are smelly archers, they don't count. I don't know. Look, there's a fucking bed here. Like, that's great. I think I need to play, like, an Overlord game or something like that, just to get the cool dungeon design elements out of my system. Alright, just kill these spiders for the sake of it. That works. But, like, I don't know, I just... Oh, jeez. All these decorative things that don't need to be there, but are cool. Now, I'm gonna kill these guys with this trap, just in case. No, I'm just gonna stand on this if I have to. Okay. I don't think I have to kill them with traps, but I'm going to anyways. Okay, there should be more somewhere. Look, they got fucking like... Oh, meat lovers. They're just like cooking pots.
Just give me a minute.
No, use the fucking thing. What? Oh, did it say I didn't have any fucking mana or something? Or I was stunned? Oh, that was cool. See, that's cool stuff. I appreciate that as a player. Let players make that without it being like, oh, I have to sacrifice a bunch of traps and a fucking monster just to make a cool cinematic effect happen. Oh, okay, no, I just killed that guy, counted. I really wish that I could just have my cool cinematic effects and have cool castles. Alright. So what's going on in this room? Anything? Just a boss. Not even a boss, just a mini-boss. Alright. Like, you know, just give me that stuff. That would have really helped. And like I said, I'll go through and talk about a lot of that stuff later on. And there, we even got some fucking love. Like, we got that. That's good materials. All the rest of this shit can fucking go though, because, I mean, yeah, it's on the level of the castle. Bye, Nigel. I just fucking chucked Nigel, but fuck him.
Me and you, partner, are bigger than this tutorial backwater. Time to head to even classier crime-ridden kingdoms. Who does this Snottingham think he is anyway? Come on, partner. He ain't the boss of us.
Alright, so this is just attack him. So I'm gonna sprint through this. I really like these tutorial quests. Like, and I remember the first episode of this. I mean, very first, 150 episodes back or whatever, was talking like it was the tutorial quest, and or the tutorials, and they were really basic back then. And like, I really just look at this. Look at this. It's a fucking maze. I remember when I tried making a maze, and it was just, like, it was very hard to be decent, because mazes were not a smart way to make castles. Mazes were very far away from a smart way to make castles. And that's why this game suffered. And a lot of people quit because they didn't want to deal with the smart way to make castles. Or deal with other people's fucking smart ways to make castles. God, I hate metas. Especially when the bulk of your game is you should be creative when making castles. Okay, hang on, I want to try something. Like, this is a horrible design if a player made this, but I have a feeling this would be okay. Let's see here. Okay, so now it forces me to run through the whole thing, and that pushes me back into it. Like, that's... never do that. That'd be horrible. We can't even place these, first off. But if we could, it would be a bad way to go about doing it. You'd have to build, like, walls of them and shit. Look at these fucking aesthetic pieces. They're brewing up poison because they're snotters, and that's the kind of shit that they would do. No, don't attack the barrels, I want to look at those. And then I guess they're brewing it up and then they're storing it here. They got big fucking dudes hanging out. Look, this is all just like alchemy generators and stuff. These set pieces make the level a lot more interesting, but unfortunately, because of the way the game works, and I mean, I understand that it's in part the core of the way it works. My first alchemy set, there you go. But in part, it's the core of the way the game works, but also it's like just the way metas work. They're just hanging out in this room looking at bling crystals. If... oh, jeez. Alright. Curved makes this a little more interesting. But if the game wasn't about defending your loot at all costs, players would make stuff like this. If the game had like a Little Big Planet mentality where you could just make cool levels, people would just make cool levels. Instead, geez, he's got a lot of crates. Fuckload of bling everywhere. I guess it's because he's an overlord or something. But like, if people could, look, that's cool. I mean, they're nothing, but on level they'd probably be pretty good. Can I not attack this one? No, I can only attack the one that I destroyed. I can just walk through it. That's... okay. But yeah. Like, and look at these. We have set pieces here. We have a ton of snot targets. Probably because snotters are shooting at them and stuff. This is great. Like, this feels like a lived-in castle, and it's pretty nice. Giant meals and stuff. Snotters eating over here. And I remember early on I tried making things like this, like making my monsters face each other and stuff. And look, there's a table full of snotters. This is way better than it used to be. I mean, I'm not worried about it because I'm fucking 20 levels higher than I need to be. But, like, that's fucking great. Like, this castle is designed in a really entertaining way. And if players could make these kind of things, this game would have made a comeback. Maybe not a comeback, actually. It might be too late for that shit. But the game would have been good. But instead you have to make, you know... God, I'm trying to think of all the metas that we've gone through. There was... double pulls, which was a big problem. Like, they hated double pulls. Is that all the quests? That's all I get? I don't get any more? Damn it. So there were double pulls where you could pull people through walls. There were... there was the meta for a while where it was... put a bunch of springs in a row to push people in a circle forever, or push people into a pile of the explosive mines, and that would one-shot them. There was a meta of putting as many snipers as you could in one pool, and then what would end up happening is the snipers would one-shot a player who couldn't see them because they were shooting from off camera. What what other metas were there? Basically, almost all of the metas required you to either have prior knowledge of the castle, or were designed for one-shots. Like, they were one-shot kill players. Which, I mean, is smart, but it's also really, really fucking boring. And I think one of the biggest things this game could have done was give players creative freedom. Don't make it so you lose all of your loot when someone beats your castle. I understand aesthetically and thematically that was a big part of the game. But if you could have a way where both the player attacking and the player defending can win by like just say we had say the rating system at the end of castles fucking meant something, you know, make it so you could have a better rating system of, like, you know, instead of 1 to 5 stars, it's like, was this castle funny, was this castle entertaining, whatever, and make it so players got rewarded for having fun castles, and players got rewarded for leaving actual reviews. And put like a fucking, like, was this review helpful thing on castles where people could like read them and go, oh my god, this is a funny castle, I need to play it. Thumbs up this review because this castle is funny. You know, stuff like that. That would have been so much better. And, like, sure, there'd be millions of fucking, you know, castles that would never be tested. But think about all the levels in, like, Little Big Planet or fucking Happy Wheels that have never been played that are absolute fucking gems. Like, there's a lot of things they could have done better, and like I said, I'm going to go in depth, but I want you guys to tell me a little bit of the things that you think, that way I can kind of cover them, and I'll try and like link you guys in the comments, or like show you guys, like show your comments of the people who said what they said and made good points, and we'll have a discussion about this game. In fact, I don't know when this episode's going to go out, but maybe we'll just try and do the rest of this game's existence of discussions of this game. So like the last week or however long, because I was planning on after the game ended to start talking about how it could have been better, but fuck it, let's just start talking about it now. If you've got ideas of how this game went poorly and how it could have gone better, and especially like I want to bring up some conversation about the things that I mentioned earlier. Is the control scheme, the click-to-move, Diablo-esque, Path of Exile-esque control scheme fucking 100% necessary for this game? Is it one of the things that brought fans of Diablo and stuff like that into this game, or could it be completely scrapped and replaced with something like, you know, WSD moves, or, you know, controller support where you use a joystick to move around and one to aim, like twin stick shooter kind of thing, or any kind of control scheme, even like it could stay click to move but maybe a little bit better. Hell, if it had click to move that was way more precise and you could click on the mini map or something to move, like old school games like fucking RuneScape or something. The main question is the Diablo-like move style completely necessary to the game's integrity, or would you rather have something different? Do you agree with my idea of Little Big Planet-esque? Like, it would be more fun if players could make fun castles rather than super meta, I have to kill everyone who comes in here or I will lose all of my progress. Because I personally don't like that, but I want to hear you guys' ideas of other ways that could make things interesting or better. And I guess for like the last, as long as this game's out, and maybe a little longer, we'll just have a discussion about how to make this game better, and I'll watch more replays and attack more people. So, like, you know, probably a couple episodes at this point, a couple episodes ago, I said if anyone wants to be attacked, let me know now. So I'll record those, and then this episode's going to go out, and then we'll get this discussion going. And between me attacking the people who want to be attacked, and whatever else I end up doing after that, we'll come up with a discussion, and we'll try and figure out how we could have fixed this game. And just for the record, if someday I get into the business of making video games, I will be making a dungeon creating, dungeon conquering kind of game in the same vein as this, because I fucking think I could have done a much better job. I'm not saying I'll ever actually get into video game design, because that's a whole bunch of shit, and you need a whole team just to make the assets for this game. But if someday I end up doing that for a living, or have the ability to do that, I'm gonna fucking make a game like this. Like, it'll be on the list of things that I want to make. So we might use your ideas. You guys might get incorporated into these ideas, because the world needs a better game than this fucking this. But yeah, anyhow, let's talk about that stuff, because I don't know. God, it's so depressing. Whatever. Anyhow, I hope you guys have enjoyed this recording session. I got a bunch of episodes out of it probably. I will talk to you guys in the comments, and we'll figure shit out. Look, I clicked on something, and now Garben, the Naked Knight, is here. Good.